Okay, you can minimize that screen. Okay.
You want me to wear those?
Nope, I need it. No, the sheets. The sheets. There you go. Okay. He needs to get off the phone. He's got to launch a pregame interview in like a minute. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wichita Northwest High School. It's basketball season. Seems like we just finished up football, and quite frankly, we did just 2 weeks ago. Season opener tonight for the Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the Heights Falcons. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth. My name is Kevin Arkin. I'm joined by Elizabeth Dibben. And Elizabeth, you know, a lot of excitement in the air in the hallways all week about this opening doubleheader night, including the pep rally this afternoon.
Oh, definitely. And this is worth Cody points, too. So hopefully a lot of students show up and support. And it's white lies for everybody else, so hopefully they show up and support.
We will find out. The Cody event, that's Class of the Year, for those of you who don't understand what that means, COTY, and it's a competition amongst the student body here at Northwest by class, and various events are worth Cody points, and whoever tallies the most Cody points as a class during the school year gets an all-expenses-paid trip to All-Star Sports for a day. They get a day off of school in the latter part of the school year. So that's what they're fighting for, and at the same time, it provides an opportunity for increased school spirit. And the pep rally this afternoon, I thought was kind of fun.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but hopefully everybody enjoyed it. And yeah.
I did. I was there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. They had a little bit of everything. The Pom Squad danced. The cheerleaders performed. The winter sports teams were introduced, including the 2 basketball teams here tonight. And they had some scooter races and some other silly stuff as well. It was just a fun late part of the afternoon. A great way to cap off the school week here at Northwest.
And what a great atmosphere for Northwest. And we take this stuff very seriously, especially with Cody. And hopefully Northwest will be able to capitalize on that and get a win underneath their belt.
We're going to go ahead and send it to our pregame interview with our new head coach, Christina Commons. That'll be coming here in just 5 seconds. So stay with us. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball. You started? Is she on? I don't see anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for our technical problem here. We were unable to get our interview with Coach Commons launched, so we're gonna keep it right here. We're 8 minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups and the start of tonight's contest. You want to do me a favor? See that lady in the gray hair down there?
All right, guys. So we have about 7:30 left, and yeah, how are we feeling today, Kevin?
It's the first game of the season for everybody, including us, and we're flying by the seat of our pants as we always seem to do here. But we're going to make this work. You're going to see a good couple of good basketball games, we hope. Even if it is a commercial-free night, and even if we can't get the graphics working, I really don't care either way about that. The only thing that's really important is the basketball contest itself.
Definitely.
Let's talk a little bit about last year and about this turnover. And about this girls team for Northwest.
Last season's record was 7-13, and also their last game was March 1st, and they beat South 50-48, and they're currently ranked 7 in citywide. So that's actually really impressive for them.
Their projected order of finish in the City League is 7th out of 18. Unfortunately, I can't give you the list because I don't have that list memorized, but a lot of our sponsors are back from last year, and our big lead sponsor for tonight's game is the United States Army. Go Army, and great military career could be awaiting you. Simply go to a recruiting office near you and find out more, and tell them you're from Northwest High and that Northwest sent you. And Northwest has its own junior ROTC program, and Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken, you're a part of that program.
Yes, I am. I'm cadet captain of that leadership, so it's a very good program to get a part of. I highly recommend everybody to try it at least one semester and dip your toe into something brand new. And it's mainly about leadership and shaping you as a person. So
say what? Are you planning any kind of military? Hang on one moment, folks. Hey, do me a favor. Go down and put up the barrier again. Put it across. Yeah. Put it up. We're not supposed to be walking there. What I was saying was that are you contemplating a military career personally?
no, actually, I'm planning on going to Butler and do broadcasting.
Okay, well, Butler does have a very good broadcast program. I think you'll learn a lot there.
And I'm also broadcasting a game for Butler on next Saturday.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, congratulations. Good for you. You'll love that. Who are you working with? You working with Higgins?
I'm not sure yet. But the main person in charge was Keith West.
I know who he is. Yeah. Dennis Higgins is their broadcaster, and that's the person I thought you might. Thank you. I thought you might be working with.
And Matt Jacobs.
I know Matt Jacobs. Yeah.
And hopefully they're listening.
Matt Jacobs was here last year.
And hopefully they're listening to the broadcast. So see how that goes.
Okay, we're still 3 minutes away. I'm going to check with my crew because I'm the only adult member of this crew. Do we have graphics? Put the phone away. We're on the air. Put it away. Do we have graphics? Do we have graphics? Scoreboard. Is it working? Okay, we got that back. All right, we will have a scoreboard for you. We have statisticians up here. we're good to go. And for those of you who are new to this, the webcast program here at Northwest is a student-driven program, and it couldn't be any more student-driven than, pardon me, than it is tonight. Audiovisual students under the direction of Mr. Shane Monroe and his audiovisual program come up here and get first-hand experience in operating the production equipment necessary to put a sports broadcast out over the air. And our crew tonight includes, besides, of course, Elizabeth, Michael Seitz, Gabriel Sylvester, Cale Carlson, Cooper Bush, and Maddox McGinnis, all having various roles here tonight to bring this to you. And I will tell you that with the exception of, what color are we wearing?
White.
We're wearing gray. Gray over white tonight for Northwest, or are those just the pullovers?
Those are
just the pullovers. Grizzlies will be in white, Heights will be in black. Easy to see the numbers of both teams.
And you just heard the mighty roar of the Falcons.
Falcons getting excited at midcourt. Grizzlies doing so in front of their own bench. We'll introduce the players to you as they are introduced by the PA announcer. And we'll start, as always, they alternate. We will alternate with them tonight. Most of the time this year when we introduce the players, we're going to introduce the whole team at once, in spite of what's going on. But now you need to catch our players as they go out. I don't care about Heights. That is our players. Oh yeah, get them, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the presentation of the colors and our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we please rise to the past and playing of our national anthem in honor of our country and those that defend it. Tonight's color bar is provided by the Grizzlies of the Tigers and BC Cadets. Presenting tonight's colors are First Lieutenant Christina Carrera-Flores, Sergeant First Class Jayla Maloney, Sergeant Leo Benson, Private Christian Flowers.
That's the national anthem here at Northwest High prior to our varsity girls contest. Now it's time for the introduction of the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll begin with the visiting team, the Falcons of Wichita Heights High School, and they are dressed in red. I told you black earlier. Those were their cover-ups. They are in red with white numerals and white trim. And they'll start it off with number 1, a 5'8" junior guard, Kamira Barber.
All right, now let's get ready for our starting
For Northwest, a 5'7" senior guard, number 10. Welcome back, Carly Wimberly. For Heights, number 3 is a 5'8" junior guard, Kennedy Jackson. For Northwest, a 5'2" junior guard, number 21, Aaliyah Richard. For Heights, a 5'8" senior guard, number 5, Maya Mayberry. And for Northwest, number 24 is a 5'9" senior forward, Sasha Reed. For Heights, a 5'8" sophomore guard, number 15, Samaya Ellis. For Northwest, a 5'9" forward, a sophomore, number 30, Aubrey Navarrete. And finally, for Heights, 5'10" junior forward, number 33, Heaven Gilbert. And for Northwest, a 5'9" junior forward, number 33, Kylena Hallman. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons and Taylor Darr. The Falcons are coached by Kip Pulliam and by Ken Palmer and Brigale Evans. Awaiting the opening tip here at Northwest High. And again, we welcome you aboard. This is the first of 2. Boys will play 20 minutes after the conclusion of the girls' contest. Kind of quiet in the building here, Elizabeth.
It's very quiet. I'm surprised the student section's not woken up yet. Maybe they get waken up earlier. I don't know.
Hallman will take the tip for Northwest. And it looks like it will be, who's it going to be in for Heights? It's going to be Kennedy Jackson for Heights, number 3, the 5'8" junior. Whistle blows. Ball's up, and we are underway. Heights wins the opening tip and brings it down the near side. Barber sends it back out on the floor to Mayberry. She'll pull it back out and reset the offense. Grizzlies man-to-man in the early going. Around the horn it goes. Again, Mayberry with it. Into the paint, puts it up. Off the rim, no good. Hallman gets the rebound, and here comes Northwest back with it.
Northwest has very good defense, and it's showing against Heights.
Richard throws a long pass out of bounds. That'll turn it back over to the Falcons.
Hey, they're just starting. They're heating up. They just started. They're bound to make some mistakes, but it's perfectly okay as long as we win the game.
30 seconds into the contest, no score. Mayberry brings it down the floor for the Falcons. Into the paint it goes. Gilbert. She passes it out to Barber for 3, and she's got it. 3-point basket for Kamira Barber. And a quick turnover by the Grizzlies is going to give it right back to Heights. Mayberry will inbound, sends it out to Jackson. Jackson drives into the paint, lays it in. 5-0 Heights. 1 minute into the game, Grizzlies bringing it down. Sasha Reed tried to feed one to Navarrete.
Heights is hungry. Heights is hungry.
Actually, that was Hallman, excuse me. You're right. Heights is hungry. Jackson over here on the near side to Ellis. Ellis under the paint, puts it up, doesn't go, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Heights plays very aggressive. That's the good part about this team. They play so aggressive, but they don't commit any fouls.
Carly Wimberly given the first foul of the game for either team. And the first free throw is off the rim by Ellis. No good. She'll get one more. Ellis' second free throw. Nothing but net. 6-0. Grizzlies down 6 points early. Richard with the ball, sends one forward for Reed. Sasha puts it in the corner to Hallman. Back out now to Richard, back to Hallman.
Heights playing very aggressive. Full court defense, turnover.
And another turnover by Northwest as it's an over and back and goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Falcons. 6:21 to go. First quarter, Grizzlies down 6-0.
That's got to be their story all night long, that they're hungry.
Jackson in the paint, puts it up. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. And Wimberly picks up 2 quick fouls here. Carly did not play last year. Took a year off after sustaining an injury. Back full strength now, and this is her first game back.
And hopefully she doesn't commit any more fouls because we need Carly. So
Jackson putting up the second one, and she makes it on a nice bounce. 7-0. Grizzlies down by a touchdown. Richard with the ball in the backcourt, gives it to Hallman. Hallman over to Navarrete. Back to Richard. She puts it up. It's blocked, and Barber sends one forward. Ellis puts it up off the glass, and it's good. And it's 9-0. 2 minutes gone, first quarter.
Heights has got to keep that pressure all night long.
A near steal by Heights. Wimberly has it now, gives it to Richard. Richard back to Wimberly. Hallman to Navarrete. Richard now back to Wimberly. Tried to get it into Hallman, couldn't get to her. It was knocked out of play. It'll stay with Northwest, however.
They got to figure out how to work out those double teams. So that's costing them points right now.
Back out to Aubrey Navarrete. Spin move to Reed. High pressure being put on by Heights here. Richard. There's a 3 attempt. Good! Navarrete scores the first 3 points of the season for the Grizzlies, and it's 9-3. Barber for 3, off the rim, no good.
That's too wide open.
Aubrey gets the rebound, gives it to Reed. Reed feeds it to Richard, and Aaliyah Richard brings it across the timeline. A lot of pressure.
Oh my God.
And a 5-second count will turn it over. Grizzlies will substitute a player here. They're going to bring in Cameron Stubbs, number 34, the 5'11" junior forward. And Sasha Reed will take a seat.
Heights has their number. That's all I got to say. Heights has their number.
They have had their number in recent years. Jackson to Ellis. To Barber. Barber in the paint, dishes it off. Off the rim, no good. The rebound to Wimberly. She feeds it up to Richard. Richard across the timeline. Into the paint, and she traveled with it.
I'm assuming the men's Heights is going to be way more harder. I don't know. They're supposed to be here. Let's see. Let's see how Northwest breaks down that defense.
Kennedy Jackson brings it across half court. Into the paint. Up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hallman. Hallman gives it to Aubrey. She'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it over to Richard. Richard is fouled by Kennedy Jackson. That'll be an inbound play.
And sometimes too much aggression is bad for them. But that was only one foul out of possible many. So let's see how that turns out. Hopefully it's an advantage for the Grizzlies.
Into Wimberly. Wimberly looking for some help. She's double teamed, tried to get it to Richard, and it's picked off. Up the floor, Jackson has it underneath to Ellis and count it. Grizzlies down by 8, less than 4 to go, first quarter. And we have a whistle. I'm not exactly sure what they're calling here. What are they calling?
I think they called it a foul.
Coach Commons.
The refs are having discussion about who got fouled.
Now they're saying that the Heights player stepped on the sideline. McKaylee Nave now in the game for Northwest, wearing number 22, 5'7" senior. McKaylee also took last year off. Glad to see her back.
I hate to say it, but I think this has got to be one tough matchup.
It is a tough matchup. Kalina Hallman just charged with her first foul. It's the third team foul on the Grizzlies. Jackson with it for Heights. Into the paint, spin move, in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons by Terry Brown. She sends it out to Kennedy Jackson. Jackson to Mayberry on the far side.
Heights just not making their layups.
And we have a charging foul called against Heights. That'll give the ball back to Northwest. Foul charged to Maya Mayberry. That's her first foul. You okay? Yeah, please do. Jackson intercepts the pass and takes it coast to coast for the easy score, and the Grizzlies are down by double digits now. Navarrete can't handle the pass from Hallman. Mayberry lays it in, and Grizzlies are going to call a timeout, a 30-second timeout. I'm going to turn it over here to Elizabeth while I check something out.
All right. And hopefully Northwest is there to extinguish the Falcons' flames. And I dropped that. Thank you. And hopefully Northwest tears down that defense, because that's what they really need to do. They're making costly turnovers that's causing them losing the game by double digits. So what do you think about that, Kevin?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I stepped out and I didn't hear the question. So I don't think anything about it. I was just checking on our production crew, and I don't know why. They've got it under complete control.
Dad.
Hey, nice to meet you, Dad.
Greg, nice to meet you.
Kevin Arkin, pleasure. Yeah, glad to have her. Pardon me while I brag on Elizabeth to her dad, who's standing right behind us. So, meanwhile, back at it we are. Grizzlies with it. Aaliyah Richard. Oh, she tried to feed one into McKaylee Nave and it got intercepted. Here comes Heights back down the floor with it. Jackson off the glass, counted. It's good, and the Grizzlies trail by a dozen. Hallman gives it to Richard. Aaliyah can't handle it. Ball's taken away by Terry Brown, and she brings it all the way down and scores herself.
It's just sad.
McKaylee Nave sends it over to Navarrete. And that one is picked off by Mayberry. She'll bring it down the floor. Feeds it ahead.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out on the sideline is what they're going to call. So Grizzlies are going to sub some players in. Coming in, Mackenzie Edwards, number 1, a 5'1" senior guard, comes in. Number 2, Aubrey Lohman, a freshman, 5'1" guard, also joining the floor. And who else came in? 3 of them came in.
Did you get 2?
Oh, Sasha Reed came back in, number 24. And they joined Cameron Stubbs and McKaylee Nave already on the floor.
No.
Ellis with it for Heights, and she is pounded by Lohman. That's Lohman's first foul, the 4th team foul on the Grizzlies, all in the first quarter.
Did you notice how she shrugged when she got that foul? She's like, I didn't do anything.
And they're going to call this a shooting foul, so Ellis will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Falcons.
I like the aggression, but it's too much. Northwest needs to be way more aggressive and stop making costly turnovers.
The turnovers have really hurt the Grizzlies in this quarter. No question about that.
And I'm surprised the coach is so calm. But
Ellis scores a pair, 21-3. Grizzlies lead, trail to the Falcons.
no.
That pass to Edwards is intercepted. Barber has it, top of the key for the Falcons. Dishes it over to Ellis, into the paint. Walker sends it back, and now a turnover as we have a travel called, and it will belong to Northwest. 1 minute, 1 second remaining in the first quarter.
Another turnover for Northwest.
Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Back out to Walker, now over to Ellis for 3 and count. Samaya Ellis gets her first 3 of the night. And another putback by Walker. And Heights is running all over the Grizzlies here in the first quarter. And Coach Commons and Coach Dar will need to tighten that up here in between quarters.
Like, really tight.
Lohman with it for Northwest. Gives it to Reed. Reed barely made it across the timeline in good order. There's a 3-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Back out to Lohman, and Lohman is fouled. That'll be on the floor. She's fouled with 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Both parents are here tonight.
Oh, I'll be darned.
That's impressive.
Sasha Reed will inbound for Northwest with 7 to go.
Turnover.
Gets it in to Grizzlies. There's a long pass now to Ellis at the buzzer. It will count. And it's all Heights here in the first quarter. And at the end of 1, it's Heights 28 and Northwest 3. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout.
Is a land of opportunity.
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be
all you can be.
Back at Northwest for the beginning of the second quarter. Grizzlies in a big hole here, and the two big scorers for Heights are Kamira Barber, who has 7, and Ellis, who has 8. Grizzlies will inbound to start the second quarter. on the floor for Northwest. Aubrey Lohman, number 2. McKaylee Nave, number 22. Kenzie Edwards, number 1. Sasha Reed, number 24. And Cameron Stubbs, number 34. And that's the 5 on the floor for Northwest here as we start the second quarter. That three-pointer misses. Rebounded by Stubbs. Stubbs will give it to Reed. Reed will dish it off to Lohman, and Lohman will take charge. The freshman guard will bring it down the floor. Now she takes the three-point shot off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Heights. Barber crosses the timeline with it for the red shirts. Dishes it off to Brown. That one up, no good. Rebounded by Sasha Reed. Reed will give it to Kenzie Edwards. Edwards will bring it across the timeline for Northwest. McKaylee Nave with it. And that pass is intercepted. Here comes Ellis with her third uncontested layup of this first half.
I was about to say, we want all blue and yellow this quarter, but we're getting all black and red again.
Grizzlies down by 27 here in the second quarter. McKaylee Nave feeds it into Stubbs. She can't handle it, and it turns it over. Long pass all the way down to Walker. She can't make it go. She gets a second chance and scores. Zeri Walker scores.
That is 32-3. All Heights.
All Heights.
All Heights.
Aubrey Lohman will send it down the floor. Edwards has it knocked out of her hands. They say she touched it last. It'll turn over to Heights. Grizzlies will sub in 3 players. Aaliyah Richard comes back in along with Navarrete and Hallman. So they add their tallest players back into the game.
So they get as much field as possible, but honestly, I don't think that's going to work.
Barber has it for Heights. Feeds it in deep to Gilbert. Back to Barber. Barber drives, puts it up, doesn't go, but she's fouled. And Barber will go to the line, and I guess she won't go to the line. They're going to say this is on the floor. And it will be an inbound for Heights. Barber inbounds it. Shot is blocked. And nice job by Kylena Hallman to corral that rebound. Feeds it over here to Lohman. Lohman has it again in the corner. Dishes it back out to Richard, but it's intercepted. And Jackson will have a lay-in. And how many of those lay-ins have we had in this game?
I'm guessing probably 5.
Half a dozen. I would say at least half a dozen. I agree with you.
It's all red. It's all red and black.
Here's Jackson going to get another one. Down it goes.
Is it just Barber that has the team number or the whole team?
The whole team.
The whole team. Okay. Because they're reading Northwest playbook.
Aaliyah Richard drives, and she's fouled. That'll keep it on the floor. That's the 5th team foul for Heights. Fouls charged that time to number 23, Jalea Manuel.
Northwest needs to keep on passing that rock around.
Aubrey sends it over to Lohman. Lohman to Kylena Hallman. Hallman to Richard for 3. This is everything. And on the rebound, Heights' number 10, Terry Brown, stepped on the baseline. So it'll stay with Northwest. Richard will inbound. Gets it to Lohman on the far side. Aubrey needing some help. Back to Lohman. Lohman for 3. Off the rim. No good. Richard gets the rebound, then loses it. Barber has it for Heights High. Barber holds it up.
Northwest needs to press hard.
And there's a travel that'll turn it back over to Northwest. 4 minutes, 1 second remaining, first half. Grizzlies down 36-3. They have not scored in this quarter.
Northwest needs to press hard, be aggressive on offense, be aggressive on defense, be aggressive everywhere because they're reading their book.
Lohman has it and will bring it across the timeline. Hallman, back to Lohman. Ooh, almost intercepted. Nice job by Reed, and then Reed gives it away. And here comes Jackson down the floor. Richard with her. And Jackson, reverse layup is good. And Aaliyah Richard brings it back. Grizzlies down by 35.
This is not even halftime. Not even halftime yet.
And there's another pick by the Falcons. Jackson has it and will bring it across the timeline.
Northwest needs to press. Double team, triple team, no matter what.
Good triple team there prevented a basket. It's sent back out. They'll regroup as Mayberry will send it over to Barber. Barber brings it up the floor. Her shot is blocked. Richard with the rebound. And now here come the Grizzlies back. Grizzlies trying to get the Snyder off the board. Lohman's three-pointer is no good. Mayberry will bring it down the floor again. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson faked the three, then drives, misses the lay-in this time. And back out to Northwest. Richard had her pocket picked by Jackson. Never saw her coming.
I did say watch out.
Mayberry has it for Heights. 2 minutes and change remaining, first half. And Heights pulls it back out, and will give it off again to Mayberry. And Jackson puts it in. 40-3. Grizzlies desperate to get something going here, even if it's only a basket or two here before.
They just need a basket.
They just need to score.
Even just a 3-4, they need a basket.
Mayberry with it for Heights. Gives it to Barber.
They need to shut Heights down.
Mayberry to Jackson. Into the corner. And now into the paint to Mayberry. Spin move. Loses the ball. And Hallman comes away with it. Good job, Kylena Hallman on defense. Now a long pass to Richard. Lay it in. No, it doesn't go. Heights brings it back down again. That's Mayberry with it. And Aaliyah Richard, guilty of a little bit too much defense there, is called for the foul.
I don't think they sat their starters. Or at least Barber. I'm not positive on that though.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I think everybody is set at some point. Mayberry gives it off to Ellis on the far side. Into the paint, putting it up there is Gilbert. She can't make it go. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Lohman brings it up the near sideline this time. Puts it in the paint to Stubbs, and it can't go, but Stubbs is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
We missed two really good layups. We have to make these pairs. We have to make this pair, no matter what.
38 seconds remaining till halftime. And we do not have a halftime guest for you tonight. First free throw by Stubbs misses. She'll get one more. And she missed them both. Rebound to Heights. They may play for one here.
More like 5. But hey, let's be positive.
Mayberry sends it across the way to Destiny Mays, who just came into the game. Mays for three, off the rim, no good. And we have a whistle, and it turns over to Northwest. 21 seconds to go in the half.
Northwest stopped them from getting a bucket. Plus, see if they can even convert a bucket.
They still have not scored in this quarter. Lohman with it. Across the timeline. Gives it to Wimberly. Wimberly with 2 fouls. Gives it back to Lohman. And that one is picked off. Loose on the floor. And we're going to have a mess is what we're going to have. I think we're going to have a jump ball here. It looks like Heights has called a timeout.
No, I'm pretty sure Northwest called it. And got the foul.
Yep, it was a timeout charge to Northwest. They have 3 remaining. Each team with 2 fouls. I didn't see if this was a full or a 30-second. Looks like it's a 30-second, so we made the right decision to keep it right here.
Yeah, we did.
2 seconds to go in the half. A second remaining, and a foul is called, and Stubbs is going to get a chance for redemption. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
This is her redemption, or
and the first one is good. Grizzlies are on the board in the second quarter. Took them 7 minutes and 59 seconds to do it. She misses the second one, and that'll do it. We're at halftime, and the score at half, Heights Falcons 40 and Northwest Grizzlies 4. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza, whatever it is, after this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever.
the first half. I think in the locker room right now, okay, they pretty much figured this out. This game's over. So what they need to do, what Grizzlies need to do in the second half, is get little pieces back. Get some scoring. We haven't had an offensive score since early in the first quarter. Get some of the pieces back. Ignore the scoreboard. Try and win the third quarter is what I think they need to be doing here. And I think that's what Christina Commons is going to be talking to her troops about. Let's win the third quarter. Forget the first half. Don't care about, flush it. It's over. Can't get it back, so it's be done with it. So that's what I would expect them to do.
I 100% agree with you.
That you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
And the women's beat Heights. If we get one win, I hope it's men's.
Well, we may get. Well,
And Jonathan Shue showed up. But I really hope that women's just ignore the scoreboard, get a couple of points, and make it not look like a huge blowout. Because there's nothing else to talk about. And I really hope Heights is just missing layups. They're just missing 3 points at this point. Get it. But I just really hope that the women's drag out this game as much as they possibly can. Win the third, hopefully win the fourth. And for men's, I hope they make this game interesting. So this is your time to grab your popcorn and grab your snacks. Listen to Kevin Me talk. And come for the second half of the attraction, men's basketball, Northwest versus Heights at 7:15. I hope you stay tuned and ignore this blowout. And here comes Kevin.
I didn't want to interrupt what you were doing.
Oh no, that's good. You're good.
We'll give you a quick scoring summary here. Let me borrow this book for just a second. Well, let's see. I'll give the easy one first. Northwest has 4 points, 3 by Navarrete and 1 by Cameron Stubb. Navarrete's was a 3-pointer. Earl, there's 7, there's 9 for Barber, 12 for Kennedy Jackson, 5 for Mayberry, 2 for Terry Brown. Ellis, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for Ellis, and that's the scoring for the Heights Falcons. And that's where there are 40 points. So it's been a very lopsided game so far. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take one more commercial break and then give you a little silent Sunday here before we come back to the third quarter. So stay with us. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Welcome back to Northwest. This is the halftime of the girls varsity game. Heights leading 40-4, a very lopsided first half. We're hoping the Grizzlies will toughen up and give us a little better here in the third quarter. And the number one thing they got to do is stop the turnovers.
Yeah, I came for a show. I want to watch a show, not a wipeout.
We're getting set here for the third quarter. And to bring you the play-by-play of the third quarter, here's Elizabeth.
Okay. Well, welcome back. Kevin just dropped me the mic. I don't know what to do with it. But
I'm going to come down here where the troops are.
oh, okay. Kevin's in with my parents, so that's interesting, guys. And I believe it's Heights ball. It is Heights ball. With Hopkins passing it in. Nope, my bad. Not Hopkins. Lee passing it in to Robinson. Bro, I'm sorry. Nice three from Jackson. That's the right name. There we go. Double team trying to help. Barber pushing. Barber putting on the pressure. Here comes Barber. Beautiful touch. And here comes Northwest trying to bounce back. And a foul. Too much aggression for Eli's. And Stubbs checks in. Wembley passing it in to Richardson. Almost stolen. We're gonna have a jump ball? No? We're not gonna have a jump ball. Alright. Mayberry passing it up. Going past the timeline. Foul number one, Barber. And that's their fifth personal? That's your fifth team foul? Yeah, this is my first time doing it. You just have to bear with me. And Stubbs passing it in. To Richardson. And Heights pressing. Back to Stubbs. Back to Navarre. Back to Stubbs. Not even past the timeline yet. Over and back. Heights ball. Number 15, Eli's bringing it up. Pass deflected by Northwest. Here comes the Grizzlies. Richardson getting stuck. She's being trapped. She needs help. Dives in. Got tipped. Brought it back in. Stolen. Eli's coming back up. Beautiful score by Jackson. They just have their number. Not even past the timeline yet. Stubbs has the ball. Costly turnover. Missed the bucket. Here comes Heights. A three for Mayberry. Got it! 50-4. Heights. Richardson stuck. Here comes Heights. Eli's again. And now they're checking in the new starters. Yeah. Timeout. Heights just has their number. I just hope that Northwest breaks out of this cold sweat, because honestly, it's not doing them very well. And honestly, hopefully Northwest men's will do a lot better. And hopefully Northwest bounces back in the next game and beat whoever the crap they're playing.
The layout is very similar.
I believe this is a 30-second timeout. It is. We've been saying this all night, but Heights has their number. And on the floor, Harman, number 2, Lowman, number 1, Mackenzie Edwards. And Mackenzie almost knocked it over. She's bringing it up the floor. She needs help. Picked. Manuel got it. A beautiful pick, a beautiful scoop. Not for us, but here comes Mackenzie Edwards bringing us the ball. Ignore the screen, trying to get over. Risky pass. Who scored that? I believe it was Mayberry. Mayberry scored that. After a beautiful steal by Heights. Here comes Mackenzie Edwards bringing up the ball again. Hopefully she doesn't do anything. Tate with that costly turnover. No, it's Brett. Manuel got the foul from Heights. And checking in, number 22, Barber. Oh, my bad, not 22. 22, Walker. 10, Brown. 33, Gilbert. And number 2, Mays. That's who's playing for Heights. Here comes Mackenzie Edwards bringing up the ball to Nave. Tipped into the crowd. Tipped by Mays. Lowman passing it in to Edwards. Edwards trying to make something up. She's scrambling. She's trying to figure out what to do with it. She's stuck to Lowman. Almost a costly turnover to Hellman. Turnover. Mays coming up the floor to Walker. Easy lay up and in. 60-4. 60-4 Heights. That's an unreal number. Edwards trying to make something up. Walkman trying to figure out what to do with it. Tipped it out of the player's hands. Heights ball. And Mays carrying it up for Heights. To Brown. Beautiful rebound by Hallman. To McKaylee Edwards. Overpass. Tip by Heights. Nope, sorry. Overpass from Mackenzie Edwards. Heights ball. Mays coming up the floor. Going in the paint, got fouled by Tate. Two fouls already. Number 33, Gilbert with the three throws. Got a pair, missed the first one. Got the second one. Here goes Hallman. Hallman carrying it up. Trying to figure out what to do with it. Got tipped by Brown. Edwards to bring it in. To Lowman. By Nave. To Hallman. To Edwards. Got picked off by Mays. Fresh legs for Northwest. We got number 10, Carly Wimberly. Number 21, Richardson. Number 34, Stubbs. 30, Navarre. Got a double team trying to costly turnover. That's what's causing them the game right now. Just turnover after turnover, turnover. And number 24, Reed. That's your Northwest starters for right now. Mays. Trying to figure out what to do with it. Beautiful tip. By Richardson, but Heights ball. Beautiful defense by Northwest, trying to stop that possession. It worked in their favor, but still Heights ball. By Jackson to Ellis, missed their layup. Barber got their own rebound. Back to Ellis. Back to Ellis. Barber, little mini, didn't get it. We got a jump ball here, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Northwest ball. Richardson carrying up the ball. Almost got picked off. Wimberly with the ball. Stubbs wants it. First three. Got it! Aubrey, number 30, got their first three. Barber passed it. She said, slow down, slow down, slow down. Take your time, take your time. Mayberry trying to make something up. Barber got the board. Jackson coming up. Nice little scoop, got fouled. And Jackson with the pair. Got the first one. With Jackson trying to carry it back up. Heights resetting. With 20 seconds left to spare. To Eli's. Back to Eli's. Barber trying to cut. Got around. Midi 2. Got it! And that's it. 64-7. Third quarter comes to an end.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Wimberly brings it up. Got trapped. Travel. Heights ball. Missed everything. That was from Harris. Northwest ball. Richardson carrying it up. Wimberly. Stubbs won it in the post, couldn't get it. Reed trying to make something up. Got that travel. Heights ball. Here comes Heights. With Brown carrying it up. Richardson with the pressure. Harris for three. Missed everything. Heights got their own rebound though. Everybody's on the floor. We got a jump ball here. Heights ball. For three. Missed everything. Mays. That was all Mays. Wimberly with the costly turnover. Heights ball. Got Nance, I believe that's the name. Mays coming back up. Dives in the paint. Didn't get it. Richardson got the jump.
And when we do, we're going to interview somebody from the NWHS right here. We're going to spin the camera around, and I can't be any further away than this board will reach. So.
You want the mic back?
And ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for our being knocked off the air here. We lost our internet feed for a minute. Not much has changed. It's 64-7. Let's give you the 5 on the floor for Northwest. 33 is Kylina Hallman. 34 is Cameron Stubbs. 35 is Carissa Patterson, the 5'10" freshman guard. Aaliyah Richards out there, number 2, and also Aubrey Lohman, number 2, is also on the floor for Northwest. Great. And I'm pleased to tell you that you want to stick around in between games here. We're going to have a special guest come up and see us up here in the booth. An old and dear friend, the athletic director at Heights High, Mike Church, is going to join us. Patterson has it for Northwest. Spin move in the paint. She puts it up. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2. 1:30 to go in the game. Clock running. First free throw is good. And Patterson is on the scoreboard. She'll get one more. She makes them both. Underneath, a rebound on a miss by Hallman. Lohman has it for the moment. Now Heights comes away with it. And it's going to be a foul charge to Aaliyah Richard. Lay-in or short basket by Heights' number 20, Haley Clemens, off the bench for the Falcons. 20 seconds to go now. Ball's up and it's loose. We're gonna talk to you as soon as this buzzer goes. 5 seconds to go now. And that's going to do it. Now they stopped the clock for the inbound play. Richard will inbound it one last time for Northwest. And a timeout has been called. We're not going to wait on the timeout. We're going to have you swing the camera. You and I are going to back up. We're going to share a mic. You got us both? Okay, they ran the clock out. The final score of this one, folks. Heights 66 and Northwest 9. And in between games, I'm pleased to introduce one of my favorite people, the athletic director at Heights High, Mr. Mike Church. Mike, how are you, buddy? Good. You're looking good. You know, we've all been praying for you, and
I'm feeling good.
That's the number one
God has
thing.
been good to me, so I'm feeling good.
Are you working back to work?
No,
or
I'm not.
You're not.
I
You're still.
won't be back to work until after the first of the year.
Okay.
I'm just visiting.
Just visiting. Well, we're glad to have you visit.
Yes.
So, how's your lovely family?
They're doing good. They're down here also.
Okay.
We all came out and just want to support and have fun.
Well, yeah, that's
Get out of the house.
That's great. That's great. Well, I know that things have been well taken care of in your stead by Tracy Nigg, and she's an absolute joy to work with.
Yes, Tracy and Kip William have stepped in and done a really good job in my absence, and I'm blessed to have them helping me out. So, and the administration at Heights has been great with me, and 259 has been great. So circumstances stink, but it's as good as it's going to get.
Well, and I don't know of anybody who has maintained a more positive attitude in the face of adversity than you have.
Yeah.
And I admire you for that. I really do.
I just don't know any other way to be. They tell you have 4 months to live. And it's like, okay, let's go. Let's see what happens.
See what happens. And sometimes when you do that, that stretches. My own father passed away from lung cancer. They gave him 6 weeks when he was diagnosed.
Right.
And he had already been asked to be the keynote speaker at his nephew's high school graduation, which was held in the cathedral in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And that was going to be 9 months later. And he told us all, I'm planning on making that speech. And by George, he was there.
You made it?
It was the best speech I've ever heard him give. He was a great speaker anyway, but it was the best speech I ever heard him give.
That's awesome.
So, you just got to find that carrot out there and go for it,
The first doctor told me, he said, stats say you got 4 months to live. And I said, your stats don't take my vitamin equation, so I'm good. We'll be all right.
I think you're going to be just fine.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just plan on beating it.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's the only plan.
So did you go to any sporting events at all during the fall season?
Yeah, I went to football and soccer and things like that.
Did you? You were able to go? So.
I just didn't go to work during the day.
Yeah. Well, I know when we were at Heights for the regular season soccer match, I asked if you were not there.
Yeah.
That was not a night.
I couldn't make it to everything.
Yeah, but that was a night you missed, because if you had been there,
I
was going to carry you piggyback up to the press box if need be.
And actually, that first time I was doing really good. I had no issues, no side effects from the first time. And until after the second brain surgery, it kind of waxed me a little bit. I still haven't recovered from that yet. It'll be all right.
Well, for the entire 259 community, not just Heights and not just Northwest, but everybody in the 259 community, we are all pulling for you. You're in our thoughts and prayers, and I love your updates you post on Facebook. Every one of them is so positive, and you've got everything in the right perspectives. Keep it up, and you'll be just fine, my friend.
That's all it has to be. It's a Jesus thing, not me.
Yeah, there you go.
It is what it is.
Thanks for taking the time to come up
worries.
tonight.
I appreciate you having me up here.
You're welcome anytime. You know that.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Mike Church, the athletic director at Heights High, our guest in between games. Okay, and we will be talking to him again soon. Thanks again. Let's go ahead and spring it back, the camera back down on the floor. All right, thanks, Mike. And we're going to go ahead now and send it to the Andy Hill interview for the pregame show. You got to find that. You know where it is? Yeah, that's probably it. One moment, please, folks. That's not it. That's the Christina one. It's Stephanie. So, there is what happened in this interview. What's that? What's number 3? That's it. That's what we want. Not playing. You gotta get it to play. You open that box up. I like number 1. Now what? Stand by, folks. We're having a little problem getting that interview up. We're doing something wrong. What we do last time to get it on? That's common. You don't want that. In fact, you can delete that. No. That's not playing.
Ken, are we live?
We're trying to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to give up on our interview with Andy Hill as we're unable to get it to launch tonight. We'll let you listen to the band and watch the team warm up here. We're going to take a break, so stay with us. We'll send it back to one more commercial ad from our sponsors, and then you can watch what's going on. You're watching NWHS. not going to do another commercial before the game starts. So yeah, help us out. Left a little bit. There you go. Down about 2 feet to your right. That'd be awesome. That way I won't be hanging all over you. Not enough.
It's better than the women's game.
Well, women never draw well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Northwest for the introduction of players here shortly for the varsity boys contest between the Heights Falcons and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. My name is Kevin Arkin. I'm joined by Elizabeth Dibbett. Elizabeth, a lot of history between these two boys programs as well, including a couple of barn burner games last year.
Certainly, 100%. The last matchup, Northwest actually beat them 61-43. That was March 3rd. And they ended up winning 13 games and losing 9. And you want to look out for Williams, ranked number 19, averaging 18 points per game, of course, last year, and ranked number 5 statewide.
Fortunately for us, Tayshawn Williams is back this year. He is a senior, and he will be one of the starters in this game. A lot of the players from last year are returning this year. We did have some turnover, and you didn't get to hear about that from Andy Hill because of our technical problem. But gone are the likes of Javon Glover and David Hudspeth. And instead, we're going to have to rely for height on Jerome Henderson at 6'3", with his experience. But this is basically a small team. It's going to be a spark plug type team again this year.
100%.
And they're going to have to win with speed and finesse.
100%.
Rather than trying to out-physical and out-height the Heights Falcons or anybody else for that matter. You look at the floor, the Heights players, you look at their roster. You know, they have a 6'8" player starting. They have a 6'4" player starting. They have a 6'6" player starting. They have a 6'3" player starting. Grizzlies, the tallest player starting is Jerome Henderson at 6'3". Glasper is at 6'2". Everybody else is under 6 foot. So we have a small team again this year.
I think we have to win with speed and with athleticism and with everything else and be just annoying with the defense.
bring you folks up to date on a rule change, and I didn't say anything about it during the girls' game because we didn't know about it, and I found out about it in between games. There is no more 1-and-1 this year. That has gone away, and the foul counting is different. It's counted by quarters and not by halves. If a team reaches 5 fouls in a quarter, then every foul is a 2-shot foul until the quarter ends, and then it resets to 0 in every quarter. Very similar to college, the way college does it. Here are the introductions of the players for Heights. I'm going to do all the Heights players first. Number 3 is a 6'4" junior guard, Chase Robinson. Number 12, a junior 6-foot guard, Avon Mbuli. At 6'8" and a forward, a junior, number 21, Malachi Wilkins. 6'6" senior guard, number 23, TJ Williams. And 6'3" sophomore forward, number 25, Kamarian Bodney. Head coach for the Falcons is Joe Auer. He's assisted by Rich Foster, Gary Thomason, Kyle Smith, and Brent Allen. For the Grizzlies, starting out, a 5'9" senior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. 5'11" sophomore guard, number 4, Darian Hammond. 6' junior guard, number 5, Eli Bennett. 6'3" senior forward, number 11, Jerome Henderson. And 6'2" senior forward, number 23, Chase Glasper. Head coach of the Grizzlies is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Gavin Darn, Kylan Hawkins, and Gary Cooper. Grizzlies are in their home white uniforms, and they'll be playing from left to right here in the first half. Heights is in their road red uniforms with black numerals and black trim. Taking the tip for Northwest, it'll be Jerome Henderson. No, I take it back. That's Jace Glasper out there, number 23, taking the tip. And for Heights, it'll be his counterpart, TJ Williams. Ball is tipped. Heights wins the tip. We're underway here in the second game of our doubleheader. Williams brings it down the floor, and now he dishes it off. Under the basket, and an easy lay-in. And Heights takes a 2-0 lead. In the far corner, Hammond for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Heights. Long pass down there for Heights. Picked off by Wilkins, number 21. Shot misses. Rebounded by Benning. Benning up to Williams. Tayshawn puts one into the paint, and a travel by Henderson, excuse me. Turns the ball over to Heights. 2-0 Falcons. Just underway here in the first quarter. Heights planted around, and Boley with it now. He dishes it off to Chase Robinson under the basket, and a lay-in misses. Kicked back out, however, and Heights keeps the ball. Bodney with it. Gives it off to Robinson on the near side. Back to Bodney. And back again to Williams. Williams pulls it back out. Grizzlies in a 2-3 zone here to start the game. That one off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Tayshawn will bring it up the floor himself. Henderson on the near side. Henderson gives it off to Glasper. Glasper to Hammond, and his shot is blocked out of bounds, and it's stayed with Northwest. And Elizabeth, a lot of end-to-end action here in the first part of the first quarter.
100%. I like the aggression from both teams. I definitely want to get my popcorn ready and sit down and enjoy this.
No popcorn while you're working, I'm sorry. There's a long bomb for a three. Counted from Eli Bennett. And the Grizzlies lead 3-2. Ball will be inbounded under the basket by the Falcons. And Elizabeth, a good crowd on hand for this boys varsity contest.
100%. I like the student section. We have a good student section.
We do indeed. Wilkins just scored for Heights to give them the lead back. Deshaun dishes it off to Henderson. Henderson to Hammond. Have a foul charge to Heights' number 12, Mbole. First foul of the game for either team. Henderson with it for Northwest. Ooh, his pass was intercepted, but it got knocked out of bounds, so it'll stay right with the Grizzlies.
He hugged the ref.
That was probably to keep from falling over. Henderson takes the inbound pass. He gives it to Benning. Eli gives it back to Glasper. Williams back to Glasper underneath. He lost the handle. Here comes Heights away with it. 2-on-2 come the Falcons. Three-pointer from the near side. Counted by Deshae Benton of the Falcons. And the Falcons lead 7-3. Williams underneath has his pass intercepted. Now a whistle and a blocking foul charged to Williams. That'll be his first personal.
Like stopping a ball in a counter stop.
There was something of a size differential between the two players.
Yeah. Like the highest, like the tallest player on Northwest is like 6'3". And their high, and their tallest player is like 6'11".
6'8".
6'8".
6'8".
For height.
TJ Williams scores it. And a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout has been called by Northwest. We'll keep it right here. 4:38 to go in the first quarter, 9-3, Grizzlies trail.
I think it's a huge height advantage against Northwest. But honestly, I think that's what won the ball game. It's the height advantage. They can sneak in, and they can even tell.
We're going to have to beat the height. You cannot coach height. There's nothing we can do about the fact that they're taller than we are.
Yeah, but we can't use our speed and our advantage.
We're going to have to win the game with speed, as opposed to trying to out-physical them.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
And just being a pest on defense, honestly. Because that's what won the women's game for Heights, was just being a pest all night.
Franklin EQ just checked into the game for Northwest, inbounds the ball to Benning. On the floor for Northwest, besides those two, Tayshawn Williams, number 2. Henderson, number 11. And who did I leave out? Jace Glasper, number 23. That's the 5 on the floor for Northwest here in the first quarter. Inbound play coming from the Falcons after the turnover. On the near side. Cole pass it off. There's one picked off. The lay-in misses. The putback is good and a foul. Glasper gets the basket. Or did they wave it off?
They waved it off. They counted it as a bucket, but it's not foul. There was definitely contact, but let's move on.
They had to blow a whistle for something.
I mean, yeah.
Heights with the ball. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Glasper. Glasper gives it to Benning. Benning will bring it down the floor, and now he dishes it off. There's a long three, missing, and rebounded by the Falcons. Guess if we're going to take threes, we're going to need to can them.
Definitely.
In the paint, lay-in is good. There's an example of the size differential working in favor of Heights as T.J. Williams gets the lay-in. 11-5, Grizzlies down by 6. Henderson has it, gives it to Williams. K-Shot dribbles around, and they're going to call him for, or they call it a foul this time. It is a foul call. Yep. Timmons guilty of the foul, and the ball batted right back out of bounds on the inbound play. We'll do it all over again.
And that was by Robinson. And O'Neal checks in.
Benning will inbound for Northwest. Looking for help and gets it to Glasper. Glasper on the near side. And that shot is blocked off of Franklin EQ. Second block in the last 2 minutes by the Falcons. There's a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Williams. Oh, or did they call it on Henderson? They did. Henderson's first, second team foul of the quarter. Darian Hammond will come in and replace Eli Benning. Inbound play is completed. Williams has it under the basket, dishes it out, top of the key, now a drive. And what are we calling? A player control foul called against Heights. That'll be a turnover to Northwest. Foul charge to Williams, his first. Third team foul on the Falcons. Now we're going to have a conference here of the officials.
Are they going to review it?
I don't think so. Oh, they changed the foul call to Robinson from Williams. That's what that was all about. Grizzlies inbound the ball. Williams watches it roll for a bit. Now he picks it up. Henderson to Glasper. Back to Williams. Out to Glasper again. To Henderson. Henderson slipped on a wet spot. Almost lost control of the ball. Nice job to keep it. Glasper has the ball taken away from him.
I got it right back.
Good play by Glasper. He ran the length of the floor to get his own ball back. And Williams scores it. Grizzlies trail 11-7. 1:45 remaining in the first. On the near side, it's O'Neal with it. He gives it up. And around the horn it goes. Back out, a three-point attempt is in and out, but the putback is good. And it's 13-7. Tayshawn Williams, 1-on-3, dishes it away. It's a long two that misses. Rebound misses as well. Glassford gives it off. Help the basket and a foul. Henderson will go to the line to shoot one.
Those are the second chance baskets that we need to win this ball game. We need second chance back. We need everything to beat Heights.
Benning comes back in, replacing Tayshawn Williams, who was on the floor grabbing his knee. I don't like the looks of that. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Bodney gets a dunk, and the lead is 6 again. At the end of the quarter, I'll send it to commercial. Across the timeline with it is Kamari Holt. Holt dishes it off to Williams. Williams resets the offense, playing for one shot with 10 seconds to go. Now Williams drives, dishes it off, loose ball, and that's it. At the end of one quarter of play, it's Heights 15 and Northwest 9. We'll be back with the second quarter. After this, you're watching NWHS GRIZZ. This is Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Ready for the start of the second quarter. Grizzlies will inbound to start play in this quarter. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Tayshawn Williams, Eli Benning, Franklin EQ, Chase Glasper, and Darian Hammond. That's the 5 on the floor for Northwest here as we start quarter number 2. Benning with it, top of the key. Gives it off to EQ. Now EQ gives it to Glasper. Glasper drives, puts it up off the glass, in and out, no good. And the rebound is bounced off of Glasper, and that'll be a Heights basketball.
Wasn't Glasper the starting quarterback?
He was.
That's what I thought.
Very versatile athlete. Chase Glasper, the senior. Still mulling his football opportunities for next year. In the paint, ball goes up, rebounded by Williams. Tayshawn for 3. Good! And the lead is cut in half. It's 15-12. In the paint, spin move, off the glass, doesn't go, rebounded by Glassbury, feeds Benning. Benning, oh, he couldn't get the lay-in to go, and those are the kind you gotta have. Heights comes back down with it. They score on this, it's a 4 or 5 point swing. It turns out that they didn't. Hammond brings it down, he lays it in good. 15-14, Heights.
Hit by Benny.
This will be a Heights basketball.
Glasper's kind of like a mini LJ Phillips.
I don't know about that, but
I meant like
there's some similarities.
Yeah.
There are some similarities. Grizzlies make a substitution. Jay Sean Dirting is in the game, number 12, the 5'10" junior guard. Williams with it for Heights. Drives off the glass, no good. Rebound, doesn't go. And we have a whistle and a foul. Foul's on Girding. That's his first and the team's first. Again, a reminder, the foul rules are different for the team. 5 fouls in any quarter, and then everything is 2 shots, no more 1-and-1. One of the best rule changes I've seen come along in a long time. I'm ready for the 1-and-1 to go away in college too.
a little bit more trim.
Williams misses them both. Henderson gives it to Benning. Benning brings it down the floor, right down the pipe. Dishes it off to Hammond. Hammond to Williams. Williams into the paint. He goes up. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. And at the other end, there's another dunk. And the Grizzlies trail by 4. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. 5:38 to go. 18-14. Grizzlies trail. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ, and this is Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself,
to realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of...
Back at Northwest coming out of the timeout. Grizzlies trail by 4. And they have the ball. Girding. Now in the corner to Williams for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Here comes Heights back down the floor. A long 3, nothing but that. Kamari Holt bangs home a 3, and the Grizzlies are drowned by a touchdown again. Benning gives it to Hammond. Hammond tried to get it back to Benning and telegraphed it. Heights comes away with it, 3-on-1, and there it goes. Mboli gets the basket for Heights.
Oh no!
Tayshawn, nice job to get it to Dirting, and now a whistle and a foul.
Those slip spots are bad. Oh my god.
Eric Hopkins called for the foul for Heights. He was working on his knee earlier.
Here comes Benning with a nice cross. Deep three.
Benning in and out for three, doesn't go. Rebounded by Holt. Here comes Heights back with it. Down the floor and falling down as he went. The basket doesn't go, but a foul's called, and we're going to be shooting free throws.
That's a shooting foul right there.
Williams at the line to shoot a pair. And just like that, Falcons have a 10-point lead. They'll get one more. And the second one goes as well. 25-14, Grizzlies trail, and they're letting the gap grow here. Underneath, counted for Glasgow.
Northwest keep pushing.
They settle back into a 2-3 zone again. On the far side, Williams. Now underneath. Basket's up, count the basket, and a foul. O'Neal will go to the line and shoot one.
Man, I miss our headsets. I miss our headsets.
We'll have them next time. I'm bringing them. Underneath, another dunk. Bodney's third dunk in this quarter, and the Grizzlies won a full timeout. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies trail 29-16. We'll be back after the
Opportunity.
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
back at Northwest coming out of the timeout. Referees are having a discussion about something down there, Elizabeth, with head coach Joe Auer.
And it involves Williams.
Technical foul's been called, evidently on the bench of Heights. Deshaun Williams is at the line. He'll get 2 uncontested free throws. First one is good, and the Grizzlies will then get the ball back. Not sure what the T was for. Williams fakes 1 out of 2. It's 29-17. Now the Grizzlies will inbound.
They need to think smarter than Heights to win this ball game. Heights is playing with aggression, lengthiness. Northwest just needs to be small.
Benning with it. Dishes it off to Williams. Williams, top of the key, pulls it back out again now. That one is knocked out of play, and it's going to turn over to the Falcons. Very unfortunate.
They can't make costly turnovers like that. That's got ruined the ball game for them.
PJ Williams dishes it off on the far side. Holt has it now. Driving up underneath, dishing it over here to the near side. Holt puts it up for three off the rim, no good. Rebound to Williams, and he scores. 3:05 to go, second quarter. Grizzlies down by 14. Not anymore. Three-pointer by Glasper. Makes it 31-20. Holt with it again, dishes over here on the near side. Elgin Earl, number 15 in the game for the Falcons. There's a three-pointer. And a foul by Mbuli. He'll go to the line and shoot one. Chance for a 4-point play here. And he misses the free throw, rebounded by Glasper. He sends it up to Williams. Williams on the far side. And up and good for two. 34-22.
What a beautiful step back by Williams.
It was. Good shot shooting by the young senior. And there's a pick by Glasper. Coast to coast, and he gets the first up. And the crowd did come to life on the far side after that dunk. Holt gets it right back. It's a 12-point margin. Glasper in the paint. Henderson dishes it off. Hammond in and out, no good. That's going to go out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Williams, Hammond, Glasper, Henderson, and Benning. It's your five on the floor, and that one was kicked. We'll do it all over again. Nice play by head coach Andy Hill there.
Yeah. I have math homework to do for him.
Don't be late.
I know.
Williams on the far side. Man-to-man defense by Heights. Been that way the whole game, and Williams throws it into the crowd. Heights will inbound it with 1:23 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies trailed by 9 after 1. They trail by 12 now. There's another pick by Benning. And Benning finishes it off after the miss. That'll be a foul charge to Henderson. Fourth team foul of the quarter. Henderson's second. Franklin EQ getting set to come in. I would expect that to replace Henderson. Williams is at the line. He'll shoot 2. First one is good. And I was correct. Henderson does come out. EQ is in. Williams will have one more. And he makes them both. 38-26. 43 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how the Grizzlies play it. Bending underneath, and EQ had his pocket picked, but they're going to call a foul, I believe. Foul's charged to Williams. That's his second. And it looks like Williams will come out. He'll be replaced by Mbuli. EQ. Long 2 off the heel, no good. Here comes Heights back with it with 15 to go. A long 3 off the glass, good. Broken. Banks went off the glass to end the first half. And at halftime, it's Heights 41 and Northwest 26. We'll be back after this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
the Northwest Honey Bears, the Palm Squad dance team of Northwest High, performing here at halftime. We welcome you at halftime here at Northwest. Grizzlies trail 41-26 to the Heights Falcons in a game that they led briefly in the first quarter, but it has been mostly Heights High here tonight. Here to give you the totals for the individual players in the first half is Elizabeth.
Thank you, Kevin. And number 2 for Williams has 6. Number 3, Hopkins has 2. Number 5, Eli Benning has 7. And number 23, Clasper has 9. And for Heights, number 3, Robinson has 2. Number 10, Timpson has 5. Number 11, O'Neill has 3. Number 12, O'Bull has 5. Number 21, Wilkins has 7. And TJ Williams, number 23, has 15. Here's Kevin.
Okay, here we are at halftime again. Grizzlies trail. Let's listen to the band. set for the start of the third quarter with Elizabeth Dibb and Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies trail by 15. Elizabeth, they got a lot of work to do.
They definitely do. I think that Falcons has a lot higher advantage, but then again, Northwest has been battling with the heights, and honestly, it's killing them. It really is. But maybe heights will slow down.
What's going on, boss?
How are you?
All right, I'm doing good.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, I had to come back and watch school.
There you go. Glad to see you. David Hudspeth just stopped by the booth. Key player on the team from last year. We're back underway, and Heights with it. Grizzlies are playing from right to left here in the second half. And a three-point bomb. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams puts in a six-footer, and it's good.
That's Wilkins.
I don't know how many points he's got, but we lost our statistician.
That's Wilkins.
Huh?
That's Wilkins. Said Williams.
On the floor for Northwest. Eli Benning with the ball. Jerome Henderson, number 11. Jace Clasper, 23. Darian Hammond with it now, number 4. And Tayshawn Williams in the corner, number 2. Over on this side, Benning for 3. It's short, and it's rebounded by Heights. Here come the Falcons back. Underneath, and an easy lay-in for Chase Robinson. And the Grizzlies in danger of going down 20. Darian Hammond gets one home. We have a whistle. I haven't determined yet. Are they giving him the basket or not?
What's it for?
We have a timeout taken. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. I do not know why they stopped play. The ball went in the basket. They have not put the 2 points up.
I think it's when he touched the rim. I'm not sure though. But either way, it's a 30-second timeout.
Grizzlies trail 47-28. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. It's not getting any better. As far as the spread is concerned, the Grizzlies are just going to have to start mounting a slow and steady comeback.
We're just keep on fighting not to get behind double digits.
Yep.
We're just keep on fighting, and hopefully we don't get behind double digits.
Grizzlies inbound. Hammond brings it across the timeline. Dishes it off, far side. Williams puts it up at the basket, short, rims out, and it's rebounded by Heights. Here come the Falcons back one more time. That's a nice roll that time.
Nice little jelly by Williams.
Yep. He has been on fire here tonight. And the lead is 21.
And there comes Williams again.
Henderson tried a scoop shot, didn't go, and rebounded by Heights, and now we have another whistle. Oh, a piece of trash on the court spotted by the official. So they stop play. They'll bring the ball all the way back to the other end.
They stopped
And
playing for
inbound.
that?
Yep. Safety hazard. Ball brought across the timeline by Williams. Grizzlies in a man-to-man for the moment. Underneath, Hammond defending. Ball goes up and it's in. Nice play by Robinson to score, and it's 51-28. Loose ball on the floor. Williams ends up with it. Tayshawn, that is. Hammond for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Holt.
against Glasgow.
Holt gets a three-pointer. Now we have a foul called. Substitutions for Northwest. Everybody's waiting. Holt charged with the first foul of the second half. It's also his first. Grizzlies make some substitutions as Tayshawn comes out and Darian Hammond comes out. Girding comes in along with Franklin EQ. He joins Benning, Henderson, and Jace Glasper on the floor. Benning puts it up, it's short, rebounded by Heights. Robinson brings it down, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go, and a foul called. Here on our court. Benning with the ball, feeds it into Henderson, now over to Girding for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Heights, and coast to coast, the tap in is made, and the basket is good. And Eli Benning with it for Northwest. Girding in the corner. Back out to Glasper. Back to Benning. Oh, and that pass is intercepted. Knocked out of play, and they're going to give it to Northwest.
Benning trying to do the no look, but he just did a no look assist. I mean a no look steal, my bad. No look steal.
Heights makes a substitution here as Robinson comes back into the game for the Falcons. Out to Benning. He'll bring it back across the timeline. Still with it. And a three-pointer by Glasper off the rim, no good. Short.
Here comes Williams.
What are they calling? Are they calling a charge or a block? I think that's going to be a charge on Williams. It is a player-controlled charge on Williams. That's his third. Also the team's third of the quarter. EQ to Girding. Girding drives, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Heights. Timmons gets the ball for the Falcons. Jace Glasper has got charged with his second personal. First of the quarter for Northwest. 2:55 remaining in the third. Grizzlies down by 28. Ball's inbounded, and it'll be Robinson bringing it up the floor for the Falcons. And nice block. Jace Glasper. Glasper went up with the ball and batted it back down. Robinson with it, top of the key. They'll reset their offense. Grizzlies in a man-to-man. Three-point attempt off the rim, no good. Put back is good. Grizzlies down by 30.
Maybe you stop making those tiny little mistakes. Like that.
Good job getting the ball to Girding. And then Girding missed his man, and an easy lay-in for Heights High, and that's been the story of this quarter. And there's another intercepted pass. No basket. We'll give him some style points though.
That was one style point right there. High square got hit pretty hard. He landed pretty hard.
Glasper charged with a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul. 1:37 remaining in the third quarter. Heights trying to add to the lead, and they do. Holt will get one more. And it's good. (62-28). Heights.
Heights telling the whole story.
Benning will bring it across the timeline. And Heights now settles into a 2-3 zone. EQ almost lost it, got it back. Eli Benning with it. Back to EQ. To Glasper. That one goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest.
You gotta make smart plays to come back. They need to make really smart plays to stop making stupid turnovers.
Benning underneath. Sends it wide. Tayshaun for 3. Misses everything. Robinson brings it down the floor. 6-footer. Misses. Put back good. And those offensive rebounds for Heights have really been big in this quarter.
100%.
EQ sends it back out to Tayshaun Williams. Girding to Williams. Williams puts it up and it's good. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Northwest down by 34.
Underneath, there's another dunk.
Sorry, 36.
And Wilkins came down funny. This is why I don't like dunking. He came down funny and tweaked his knee after he made the dunk. Seconds to go in the quarter. Whistle and a foul.
Don't get him up, don't get him up, don't get him up, don't get him up. He's got hit in the head.
Tayshaun Williams is the one laid out on the floor. Tommy Gonzalez, the head trainer at Northwest, checking him out. He's up. He intends to stay in the game.
He really shouldn't. He's got hit. He's got whiplash.
Williams at the line to shoot a pair. And the first one hits the heel and bounces out.
Williams is hurting. You can see it.
Second one is good. He makes 1 out of 2. 7 seconds to go now. Long 3, good. right, folks. That's the end of the third quarter, and after 3, it's Heights 69, Northwest 31. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this quick timeout. Stay with us.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
Back at Northwest for the start of the fourth quarter. Grizzlies will inbound. This will be a running clock quarter as the mercy rule is in effect. Grizzlies trail 69-31. On the floor for Northwest, Darian Hammond. Here's a quick turnover. And another dunk by Wilkins. On the floor, it's Henderson, Benning, Glasper, Hammond. And Eric Hopkins, number 3. I don't think I've called his number all night. Have we called his number tonight?
He hasn't showed up all night.
5'9" sophomore guard in the game for Northwest.
Benny missing everything.
There's a long pass after a miss. And the ball does not fall this time. Glasper for 3. Misses everything. Hammond saves it, but gives it right to Heights.
Oh, Glasper! What a steal!
That's the second time tonight he's done that.
Watch out!
That one is blocked. A three-point attempt by Benning is blocked. It'll stay with Northwest.
What a beautiful block by
In the game for the Grizzlies, number 21, George Rogers. George is a 6'3" forward. He's a junior. His first year in the program, I believe.
I mean, what a beautiful block by Robinson.
It was a good block.
It wasn't a good block, it was a beautiful block.
All right, it was a beautiful block. I'll take your word for it. Benning with it for Northwest. That shot is short, rebounded by the Falcons. Down the floor they come. It's a foul on Henderson. A shooting foul opportunity for Heights. Well, the Grizzlies are going to have to come back and rebound after this one.
I hope so.
As they get ready to take on the Titans at South High on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we will be there to bring it to you. We're on the air at 5:40 with the girls pregame show, and then the doubleheader will follow. Live from South High School. That's our plan, and we're sticking with it.
Yep.
Free throw is good. 5:15 remaining, clock running. 72-31. That one goes out of play. It was deflected. It will stay with them.
Northwest is getting tired.
That's our ball. It's Northwest ball. There we go.
They're chanting, "We want tacos."
Boy, that was close to being over and back, and there's a foul called now.
It was was over back. His foot was on the line.
It's not the foot, it's the ball.
Oh, it's the ball. 72-31.
Big spread.
Hey, at least they scored more than Cumberland Women's.
Both coaches have a lot of work to do Monday. Jordan gets a three-pointer for the Grizzlies. Heights brings it down. That's Benton with it. And off the glass. Jerry Florence scores for the Falcons. His first bucket of the night. Another block shot. We've seen some good blocks in this game by both teams.
That's by Isaac Carter. Woo! Another deflection.
Ball's inbounded. 3 minutes to go. Hopkins scores for Northwest. Get himself on the stat sheet. Foul's going to be charged to break with EQ, I believe. One thing I will tell you, as a matter of commentary, if nothing else, you know, we've been exposed to this new rule tonight about counting fouls. There's no more 1 and 1.
Yeah.
There's no more 7 fouls and a half. It's 5 1/4.
Yeah.
And then everything is 2 shots. I love the rule. For one thing, it speeds the game up.
It definitely does. But from a player's perspective, it's a little bit different.
I always thought the 1 and 1 was stupid anyway. We haven't been in a game where teams will intentionally foul at the end,
Yeah.
you know, to try and gain possessions.
There's none of that now.
Well, we haven't. The games have been so lopsided tonight. We just haven't had that opportunity. But what I'm saying, if the game was close, maybe that would happen. Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's another three-pointer for Jerry Florence of the Falcons.
It's been all Heights.
All Heights tonight.
All
You're right.
Heights. And Heights fans are losing currently.
They want to beat that traffic out of the parking lot.
Oh, I don't blame them. Here comes the Heights. Didn't get that charge. Number 10.
It is a charge. I was waiting. The referee closest to the play didn't make the call. The guy on the side here did. But yeah, that was clearly a charge. 1 minute to go in the game.
Oh, look, they didn't take the charge?
What?
They didn't take the charge?
No. Heights with the ball, they, in all likelihood, will kill clock here. Around the horn it goes. 30 seconds now. And they pull the ball out. 20 to go.
Heights won both games, men's and women's, in both dominating fashion.
They did indeed. They dominated tonight for sure.
This just shows that Heights is scary to mess with. You don't want to mess with Heights.
And that'll do it. Final score tonight. Heights 77, Northwest 36 in the men's game. Heights wins them both. And before we sign off, we'll remind you that we will be on the air Tuesday, 5:40, with the girls' pregame show with head coach Christina Commons, and then our doubleheader. Thank you for joining us tonight and for sticking around. Two very lopsided games. We sure appreciate your support and for your being there. For our outstanding crew tonight, give them another plug. Micah Seitz, Gabriel Sylvester, Cale Colston, Cooper Bush, Mannix McGinnis, and of course, Elizabeth Dibben. I'm Kevin Arkin saying, Grizzlies fall twice. We'll see you Tuesday. Have a pleasant weekend.